Although it says there's an error. Please bear with me. Yay, it is working. Okay, so today I am going to start a new game of Astroneer, and hopefully, let's just have a look at our... Where is my settings? Ah, there we go. And I'm going to go for the galactic suit. And we're going to go for the galactic colours. Look at that. Kind of like that one, actually. Cool. So. Hopefully, today I will be able to get as far as at least landing on another planet. So. Let's see how we go. Where are we going to land? Oh, that's not a bad spot, in between mountains and forests. Mountains are great for finding copper, and forests are great for finding, I think it's lithium. Hydrazine. I don't know. I forget the name, but it's what you need to make hydrazine. Cool. So the first thing we're always going to have to do is get our supply drop. And we should have... So we've got an oxygenator, a medium printer, and a starting platform. So I'm going to go around here. Oops, and we're going to put our oxygenator in there. And then we'll put our starting platform maybe here for the printer. And our printer in the middle. And of course that needs power. And now the first thing we're going to need is a ton of compound. I don't see any immediately visible, so maybe that's some over there. I can see some resin. Ah yes, and there's compound too. One of these spawns I started and I could not find compound anywhere. Made the game really difficult. Cool, so we've got some compound, we'll research that, and we'll head back before we run out of oxygen. Yeah, I know, I'm running low on oxygen already. Cool. Now that we've got compound, we can build some tethers. And run some tethers out to the compound. To get more. Of course, later on in the game with things like portable oxygenators and things, you don't need compound quite as much. Cool. And we'll just have a quick look around. Oh, there's some more compound over there. That's good. Forests are really good places to find research samples too. So just have a wander around here. Usually you find them up in the trees. There's one. So I'll grab that research sample and bring that back. And for those that don't play Astroneer, you need research samples to research, obviously, to unlock points to be able to build more stuff. So we'll put that there. And the first thing we're going to need to build is a research chamber. So we need resin and compound for that, and that printer's the wrong way around. So, there was some resin out this way. Running simulator. Grab some resin. Is the sun ever going to come up? Start building our research chamber. And then the first thing we're going to need, once we've got that in place, is power generation. Hey, the sun's coming up. Look at that. So pretty. And we wait, and we wait. And I'm also going to need a platform to put that on. I didn't think that would make any difference. It's still getting the same amount of power anyway. Hurry up. Oh yay, more compound up there. And graphite. Fantastic. Heaps of resources around, which is always nice. Makes the beginning of the game a lot easier if there's plenty of resources. Come on. There we go. So we now have our printer, which we'll put over here, and we're going to need a platform, need more resin. Might as well research these, because it gives you a bit of free research points. And resin. Cool, that'll do for now, just because I'm getting bored. Back to the base. And start the platform building. Good thing is once you get some more stuff on the go, you can continue doing several things at once rather than having to wait for printers to finish. Now I want a canister, so that needs resin. So the canisters are really good because instead of wasting the soil that you're digging up whenever you're digging for resources, it saves it so you can flatten out land with it or build stuff with it, like ramps to get up of steep edges. Steep. Or you can also use a soil centrifuge to get resources out of the soil. Save all of this looking for them. I think this spot's just about out of resin. Should be enough for a canister though. Oh, there we go. Found a vein. So once that's finished, I will keep digging, and that'll fill the canister up, and then I can level out some of the area around my base, because it's quite a steep step. Resin and compound are the two most valuable resources in the game, in the early game. Because pretty much everything you need to get started can be made out of resin and compound. The beginning of the game is a bit of a grind. So I'm just going to keep collecting resin until my soil tank's full. There we go. And now that I have a canister full of soil, I can level out my play area, or my base area. Make more room for building stuff. So I'll put this about here. Just turn that around a bit. And then we'll stick that on there. And where's the front? Oh, it's that way around. That's cool. Put our research sample in there. Pop that plug off of there and plug it into there. Cool. Now we're gaining research bytes. So one of the first things I want is an oxygen canister. So what do we need? Work lights are always handy, so we need copper for a work light. Small oxygen tank. So for that we need glass. So for glass we are going to need essentially a smelter. So what do we need for a smelter? I can never find things in this. I need a search feature. Smelter, smelter, smelter. I've gone past it, haven't I? Smelting furnace. So I need 250 bytes, compound and resin. Oh, that's easily attainable. So what I might do while I wait for that is go find another research sample. And once I have that, there's one over there. See if I can find a cave entrance somewhere. And we'll start exploring. Oh, a bit of lag there. Take our research sample back. And I'll put that there. And we should probably start building some storage. So we'll build another platform. As you can see, power is already an issue. So let's build some more tethers. And go see what we can find in terms of tunnels, because if you're really lucky, you'll actually find wind generators lying around, which are a really good starting platform for generation. Not much in the way of cave entrances. Of course you can just mine your own caves, but I find it easier to find a natural one. There we go, look at that. Oops. Be careful not to fall down there. So some sulfuramite. Need more tethers. What I might do to save falling down there is kind of fill that in a little bit once my canister's full. I saw some more compound around here. Oops, trying to fall down that hole. Compound, 4 tethers. Need more compound, running out of oxygen. Just top up on oxygen. This is why I need an oxygen tank. So your oxygen lasts a little bit longer. There we go. And where was I digging? Oh, over here where the big holes are. Cool. I would have liked more than that, but it's a good start. Make a tether bundle. Now that my tank is a little bit more full, what we might do is just see if we can level out this hole. Just because I can imagine myself falling down there at some stage. Now the next thing I'm going to need is a work light, because it is really dark down here. Cool. That should do. Need oxygen. And what does that actually come down here? But we're in research samples, I think. And that's a very long way down. Not the best cave ever. Oh, don't fall. Right, I might come back to this cave. Sapphirite. Oops. How's my bikes doing? Still need more, but that sample may be finished researching by now, so I can head back. Not much in the way of free power. Nope, that's still researching, that's good. And I've got enough for the furnace. So now to make a furnace I need 2 compound and 1 resin. Put that between those two. Bit of a tight squeeze. Might put it over here. Cool. And what do we need for a furnace? Need 1 more compound, so I think I saw some more compound up here too. Oh, there it is. So we'll grab that. And now we really do need power, because that furnace is going to take quite a bit of power. Did I not just grab compound? No. I think that sound was my canister filling up. Not my compound filling up. There we go. Now I've got compound. Head back. Once you get your base more established, it does become much less of a grind. And these research samples aren't worth a lot, but the ones from other planets are, so that makes a big difference. Cool, so now I really need power. Let's see if we can find some free power there anywhere. I suppose I should lay tethers as I go. I haven't got many left though. That's it. I'm out. Let's keep an eye out for wreckages and more compound. Oh no, the cave there. That one's a bit closer. Might head down there shortly. Oh come on, there must be some form of generating equipment around here somewhere. Head back. Oh no, am I going to make it back? So close. Am I going to make it? Oh, just. What do we need for... Wind turbines are the best way to make power in the early game. So a small wind turbine is 500 bytes. What is a medium wind turbine? $2,500 we need glass and ceramics, so that's definitely doable. So we might make some small ones to begin with, but we need glass for that. So for glass, we need to find quartz. And I also desperately need more compound. Might have a look in that other cave that was a bit closer. Where is my compound mine? You can make small generators just out of compound which burn organic material, but they're really inefficient. They only put out like 1 U of power and require quite a lot of fuel, so I don't bother with them. I just skip to the medium stuff, medium generators. Top up with oxygen. And do some more digging. Cool, that'll have to do because I'm getting really bored with just mining all the time. This ain't Minecraft. Make some more tethers. Our research sample's nearly finished. Struggling for power though. So we will put our furnace together. Cool, and now we'll put our next research sample in and get that researching while we go and find some quartz. Quartz is also good for making beacons, so you can find your way home if you get lost, and also find your way... That's not a cave. See if it opens up to a cave down here anyway. Beacons are also really good for marking landing spots on planets, other planets. That's really not a cave, is it? I feel cheated. Where's my tethers? I'm on the hunt. Oh, that's a big hole. Name your sex tape. Oh, good. Compound. Compound is good. Compound is life. take all the tether bundles. That'll do for now. Now, there's an entrance down here. Ooh. Hole. Fill in the hole. Make life easier for ourselves. Ah! See, that looks like this. Does it look like the safer way to go? Oh yeah, I can build from here, so we can build a little ramp. And begin our quest for quartz. Compound. Oh, it's a ferromite. Just take this nasty out before it tries to kill us. And just going to check my stream because it's complaining about lag. That seems fine. I really wish I could get fibre. So I'm looking for either quartz or compound at the moment. Not finding a lot of either of them. And I'm out of... That looks like compound. And that looks like quartz. Fantastic. So the tethers are dual purpose. One, obviously they supply oxygen, but two, they also help you find your way back. Because you'll be amazed how quickly you can get lost down in these caves. Not even down in the caves, actually. Just even on the surface. It doesn't take much to get turned around. What is that? Junk. Right, I might grab a little bit more compound while I'm here. Just dig all this out to make it easier to get to the quartz. There we go. And make some more tether bundles. Whoops. Why can't I make tether bundles? That's really odd. There we go. And I might get rid of this organic because I'm not going to need it. And we'll get these out of the way. These used to stab you. I think they still do on other planets, but I don't think they do on this planet. Oops. Taking a bit of damage from all the gas. Just let that calm down. And you can research some of these too. I don't know why you'd want to plant those, but I think you get... Well, I know you do get achievements for planting them. Cool, I'm going to dig some of this out to make it a bit easier to get to the quartz. Okay. Oh, there's heaps of compound. Awesome. Not as much quartz as I was hoping for there. There's some more on this side. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. Now what we can do, because we have that canister, is build a pillar to get right up in there. Sticky tethers. I think I might do one more. And that actually looks like I'm pretty close to the surface, so if I dig right through, I'll be interested to see where I end up. I'm not as close as I thought. Cool. And now we can go back down again. Follow the tether back, and we're going to need resin to start building some storage to put all this stuff on. The resin did not seem to be in short supply, which is nice. Oops. Back up my little ramp. You can see how valuable tethers are for finding your way home. It's a little bit annoying that I haven't found anything to generate power with yet. It's always handy when you can find stuff like that to save having to make everything from scratch. Research sample's just about done too, so I'll need to find another sample shortly. Now, what did I want to actually make with all this stuff? Small wind turbine is that. I suppose that'll do for now. So we need glass for that. And I also need a work light so I can actually see what I'm doing. I believe that was unlocked already, actually. It is, and we need copper for that. So, we'll get building some glass. Just do 2 for now. And we'll make another platform and some storage. As soon as I find some more resin. Resin. Resin? Oh look! Turbine. There's some clay there. That's good to make ceramic out of. Ah. Resin. Resin? No, just plants. Looked a bit like resin. Resin. Let's top up on fuel before I go over there. Fuel, I mean oxygen. And where did I see it? Oxygen is in short supply. Once I've generated... Oh, tethers! Don't mind if I do. So I have already completed this game completely once, which is why I have the galactic suit that I'm wearing now. And you tend to find once you get up to a certain point, the whole game becomes a lot easier. For example, once you generate... I keep using that word. I do not think it means what I think it means. I should have dumped all my resin off. Because I haven't got much... I should have dumped all my quartz off because I haven't got that much space for resin. Although, do I have any organic that I don't need? No. It's okay. Cool, that'll do, and we'll grab that wind turbine on the way back. I should probably check in there to see if there's anything useful in there before I leave. Need oxygen. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Oh, there's a research sample there though. I will grab that shortly. Oh, I can't because I'm not going to have enough room for the research sample and the turbine, so I'll just grab that turbine. Is there anything useful on here? There's a solar panel. That's always useful. Of course. What do I not need? Oh, I need everything. Oh, there's only one tether left on there, so... There we go. I really do enjoy the music in this game too. And begin the slow walk back to the base. It's a long walk. Okay, so I'm going to stick that... I'm not going to need that for a few minutes, so I'm going to stick that there. And we've got one glass. We should have two glass. I'm sure I put two of these on there. Why is it not making glass? I didn't say I found a bug. That's definitely a bug. Okay, actually I am going to need... I'll move that for now. Another platform. And now we've got glass. Actually, I'll put that on there and should be able to make a small wind turbine. And might make one more of those. And this platform we'll put there. And we'll make another platform. Join that to that. And I might go and investigate this wreckage up here, see if there's anything useful. Oh, look at that. Another solar panel. Not to state the obvious, but solar panels do only work at, during the day. Let's put that on there, and that on there. And this panel can go over here, because that's just going to be for storage. Which I thought was unlocked by default. How much do we need for storage? Storage. Okay, what do we need for oxygen tank? Just glass and more bytes. That's cool. Where's my storage? Oh, it is unlocked. 2 resin. I wonder if that's the small printer. Which one's that? That's the medium printer. Small printer needs compound. There was heaps of compound out here, wasn't there? Another solar panel, we'll just grab that. Making my way downtown. Do some of that. Jumpy. And I want a small printer. Which can go... Does that take 2 or 1 slot? 1 slot. Medium storage. Need more resin. Grab that. You can never have too much in the way of power generation. I'm not even kidding. Ultimately, I tend to power my base off of an RTG, a solar array, lots of medium batteries, and a few solar. A few wind turbines. Seems to work best. Done there. Cool, that'll do. Head back to the base. Need to make a buggy or a tractor. Save all this walking. Once you've got your soil centrifuged, you no longer need to look for compound and resin. You can just generate it yourself using soil, which makes things a lot easier. I think I'm standing in the way. Cool, we'll get that building and stick that on there, and that can go... Where can that go? We'll put it on there for now. Bring that back. Stick that there. Connect that to that. Where do we store small storage go? That there, and put our stuff on it. Do you need to unlock beacons? Nope, so I'm going to make a beacon. Even though the base has kind of a built-in beacon, as you can see here. The manual made beacons actually are a lot more visible. So I'll put that there. Now, what do I need next? I want an oxygen canister. So I need bytes and glass, I believe, or is it copper? Oh good, that one's unlocked too. Oxygen canister, oxygen canister. Actually, what I really need is a work light, so we'll grab some copper. And we also need to get something researching too, so copper's usually found in the mountains. Ooh. What have we got here? Fireworks, a beacon, oxygen tethers, and power cells. Excellent. And this will be malachite, which can be smelted into copper. Digging in rock is quite hard until you unlock the drill mod. Might as well lay some tethers because we'll be in these mountains quite a bit, I'd imagine. Check for any other really big deposits. Can't see any. See a research sample though, so I'll grab that on the way back. All my malachite. Oh, this is getting painful. It says this. Oh no, it's organic that I'm seeing. The malachite and organic symbols are very similar. So I might actually... Ow. Yeah, there's no more. That's frustrating. Must find more malachite. Malachite. Grab this research sample. Get that researching. And continue the hunt for malachite. Look for big green crystals. Resin. Awesome. Not what I need. I do need oxygen though. Ooh, that was a long way down. Where are my tethers? Ah, there we go. So have a wander around here. Oops. Ah, marble. Oh, no malachite. I'm going to leave that marble there, because last time I took one back to base, it disappeared. Have I still got tethers? Oh, I've got one left. Great. This is annoying. I got such a good start too. Were there more mountains this way? Ah, yes, there is. Let's keep an eye along here. Lots of graphite, but no malachite. You do also find it super deep in caves, but without a work light, it's not easy to work in caves. This is very frustrating. Ah, look at that. Right there. And it's in nice soft ground too. I was hoping I had enough tether reach. I'll just top up. Can I reach? No. Don't tell me that was all the malachite. Nope. Get this large rock out the way. Oxygen. That's better. Now we can see what we're dealing with. Cool, that'll do for now. Back to base. Get that researching. Oops. Get this smelting. And that. Save those for later. What's going on with this furnace at the moment? Need more storage, really. So while that's smelting, I might grab some more resin and make some more storage. I wonder if there's any more malachite under this rock. Why is this rock not giving way? Oh, there we go. No. Oh, man. Oxygen. See why I really want to make an oxygen tank now. Drill mod will be handy too. Malachite. Interesting thing about this game is whatever resource you don't need, you always find tons of it. Whatever you do need, you can never find for love nor money. I suppose it would make sense to just dig up everything you can and store it, but it takes so long. One more. Excellent. And of course, as you go along the game, there's nothing to stop you from building more research chambers too. Usually I have 3 or 4 on the go at any one time. Go out my shuttle, pick up heaps of study items from other planets, bring them back, and then just queue them all up. So I want a... Oh, that'll have to do for now, I guess. And we've got some copper here. So, make a work light. Ah, that's much better. And I also want... Where is the oxygen canister? So we need glass and 2,000 bytes for that. So we've got glass, just need more bytes. So I will stick this over here. And I need more storage. And what I might do is grab that and put it there. Put those there. Grab that, put that over here. And we'll put our copper on there for now. Why do I feel that there should be more copper? I suppose that's about right. Let's let a firework off. Isn't that pretty? Research sample. There was another one up here somewhere, wasn't there? I saw... There it is. See it lurking in the dark. And how close are we? Not too far away. Okay, I think this is a good time to take a break, so I will do that, and I will be back shortly. And I'm back. Got myself a coffee. And had a bathroom break. So, what was I doing? Printing stuffs. I need a... No, I've got my storage. That's all good. I need a research sample. I can see that. And I can now unlock oxygen tank and use my glass to make the oxygen tank. And you can see it's filling off the tethers. That coffee's too hot to drink. There we go. So now, just updating my stream info. Cool. So now, I have a bit more time off the tethers, which is going to make things a lot easier. So what do I need to make next? I think I'm going to need to make a soil centrifuge. So what do I need for that, apart from research? Because that's what you need for everything. Soil, research, smelting, soil centrifuge, compound and aluminium. Okay. And more bytes. So let's find something to research. And then we are going to go on the hunt for aluminium. I actually saw heaps of aluminium ore down in the caves that I was ignoring because I didn't need it. Oh, there's a research item. Got it! If you're ever on YouTube looking for Astroneer related content, there's a really good documentary. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm sure you'll find it just by searching. And it's all about the development of Astroneer in the early beta days. And it's a really interesting story from the developers about how they quit their jobs and started up the company, and one or two of them kept working to help bring in money while they were developing the game. Cool. Now that that's researching, I need aluminium. What's on my back? Oh, it's a research sample. Cool. So, I think it was this cave I saw all the aluminium ore in. Trying not to belch into the camera because I just took a big glass of Coke while I was waiting for the jug to boil for my coffee. And that's not something you guys need. So definitely in the early stages of the game, research is everything. You just cannot progress without getting a ton of research done. Oh, there's heaps of resin over there. I need to remember that. So this stuff here, laterite, can be smelted into aluminium. I always forget what I'm doing in this game. Like right now, I can't even remember what I wanted the aluminium for. Now, did I see more? Oh, that's right. I didn't go all the way down there because it looked a bit steep. See what a difference that work light makes. Further? No. Have I got any tethers? No. Well, this kind of sucks because I really want to go further down. Just have to be patient. Laterite, laterite. What's that found there? Laterite. Ooh, the laterite. Okay, that'll do. Ah, the furnace. That's what I wanted. Not the furnace, the soil centrifuge. That's what I needed the aluminium for. We'll head back. Really need to make a tractor. This walking gets very boring. In the game that I actually clocked, I never even built a tractor. I just walked everywhere, but when you're streaming, you're a bit more conscious of how boring all the walking is. Looks like the moon. De Solo, I believe. It's either De Solo or Novus. And we shall smelt. So I can hear that's actually using some of my power cells. But that's fine. See, that's a bug. That's not supposed to happen. Right. How are we doing for bytes? Almost there. We will help that along a bit by doing some manual research. Manual research. Where is the stuff? So plants can be researched. These can definitely be researched. So if we dig out one of these plants, you can research, oops, when it stops rolling. I also found one of those. Shall leave that there for now. It's nice not to have to keep rushing back to the tethers. And my oxygen tank, I honestly can't talk today. It's running a bit low, so we'll head back. Now you can see it's starting to come out of the main tank. Stick that there, and how are we doing? Cool. We can now build a centrifuge. And what do we need for the centrifuge? Compound and aluminium. So there's compound up here. See, this is spitting stuff everywhere. What it's supposed to do is put them back on the little holder things when it's done. That's definitely a bug. And a new bug too, because I've never seen that before. Cool. What was I going to go and do? I need some of that. Ah, compound, that's right. So the plan, once I've got the research, honestly, focus. Once I have got the soil centrifuge, is going to be to fill it up and make a whole bunch more platforms and storage and things, and also start focusing on power generation. Whee! Ooh, that was a long way down. Right. Have I got aluminium on me, or did I put it all in storage? I put it all in storage, of course. Aluminium. I need 2 compound. Isn't that frustrating? Compound. Did I say there was some more over here somewhere? It's not a bad coffee. The wife made me that. Compound, compound, anybody need compound? I do. I saw some up here somewhere. Sure I did. There we go. Yeah, I thought it was big bubbles. Really? That was it? Oh, I know. There was heaps over here, wasn't there? Oh, no, that was resin. Ooh, research. Sometimes resin and compound build up together. Doesn't seem to be any there. Glad I got my little oxygen tank. Unfortunately, oxygen never becomes completely freely available. Even when you create an oxygenator, it requires power to run, and a lot of power too, so you've got to have enough power in your backpack to be able to generate oxygen. Gateway chamber. I'll be activating those at some stage. I'm not going to talk too much about them because if you haven't played this game, I don't want to spoil it. Compound. Wasn't I saying right at the beginning at how there was heaps of resources and it wasn't going to be a problem? Let's top up on oxygen. Make sure both tanks are full. These respawn too, which is good. So when you scan those, I'm not too sure what the time is, but it will respawn again automatically, which is helpful. Research sample up there. Lots of resin. The irony of this whole thing is, once I found this last bit of compound, I won't need to go looking for compound anymore because I can just extract it out of dirt. Is there any more around here? Ah! So if you're wondering what all this scrap stuff lying around is for, you can build a shredder to shred scrap. And then you can use that shredded scrap to trade resources. The only problem with it is you need a lot of scrap for the good resources, so it really doesn't work out economical. It's easier, cheaper and quicker just to fly to another planet that has those resources in more plentiful quantities than it is to trade, unfortunately. As the game stands at the moment. I mean, they're always adding to it. So now I have a centrifuge. What am I going to put it on? Oh, I've got some resin over here. Look at that. So I'll make one more platform, and then I need to start unlocking the bigger platforms to make storage a lot easier. Oh, my research chambers ran out of research too. Where did I see that? Sample. It's over here somewhere, I think. No, it wasn't. It was this way. I know I've already said it, but I really do enjoy the music in this. Actually, I will grab this. Even though I'm not using a lot of power out of my backpack at the moment, it's really handy to have one of those on your backpack just to generate power. There's a sample. as the game goes on, when you start unlocking mods for your Earth tool thingy, oh, look at all that. Now again, now that I don't need it, all that copper. As you unlock things like mods for the gun, they all use power, and so power becomes more critical. And like I said before, your portable oxygenator also uses power, so it's handy just to have a small wind turbine on your backpack just to keep your power topped up. Even in caves it still works. Get that doing its thing. Get that printing a platform. That used a lot of power. The power cells have been all used up. So what I need to focus on now is power generation. And then power storage. So we need... We'll find it. And I will kill it. I thought that was unlocked already. I'll unlock that next. Why am I having so much trouble finding the power stuff? Oh, there we go. So I need 2,500 bytes, glass and ceramic. That's nice and doable. So I'll put this here. Cool, and then we can put our soil canister in and make whatever we need. So if I make some more resin, might need some power, which is in very short supply. Very short supply. Do I have any compound? No. I was thinking about making a small generator just to help it along a bit. Just have to wait for some more wind. Not really a lot I can do until that's finished. That's nearly finished. No, it's not. It's miles away. Let's have a wander around, see if we can find anything useful. Compound. Look at that. So I've got some compound. Now if I get some organic, always have a look around. Whenever you're at an area you've never been to before, just have a quick look around, because you never know what you might find in wreckages. Just looking for another research sample. Cool, so now I've got resin. And let's stick a generator down. I thought I got... Honestly, something is weird. I could swear I filled up my compound. What I'm actually looking for in this forest is ammonium, which you need to make rocket fuel. Hydrazine. There we go. I definitely got compound that time. So hydrazine is ammonium and hydrogen mixed together, which we need a chemistry lab for. I'll stick that there for now. Whoops. Ah, stop. And grab the resin. How much soil have I got? Not a lot. Fill up that canister. Resin and I'll save my bytes for that, so I'll just stick with these platforms for now. Could do with some wind. $2,500 bytes I need. Crazy. Just building the base. Need more research items. Cool. Actually, what I might do is make another canister. Because if you use 2 canisters at a time, you get a lot more resources out of them. Research items. So, I'm pretty sure I saw an item somewhere around here that I could research. Where did I see it? Either I'm dreaming or I've already grabbed the one that I'm thinking of. Okay. Let's try over here. I remember I was digging out the shuttle thingy. Compound. Ah, there it is. It's a long, slow walk when you've got something in your arms. Stick that there. And that one's just about done. Oh man, this is going to go on forever. What I really need is some astronium. It's an element that you find close to the core of the planets and gives you 1,000 research bytes in about 10 seconds. So you just keep loading those into your research chambers and all of a sudden research points aren't a problem anymore. Oh no. Couldn't see my tethers and thought maybe I'd got switched around somehow. So I think all I need now is a chemical station. And then I've got pretty much everything apart from power, obviously, that I need for a basic base. It's a never-ending quest for research samples. Once I got my power up to spec, I think the next thing I'm going to start focusing on is a shuttle. Why are there no research samples anywhere? My eyes keep playing tricks on me too. I keep thinking I see some in the trees. Is that one? Yes, it is. See if there's any through here. Aha! There's a small battery. Those are always good. I'll take that. The reason I want to build a shuttle once I've got some more power generation is because then I can go and get lithium, which can be used to make large batteries. So then between the solar, the wind and the batteries, you have pretty much all the power you need. Uh, 500 more bytes. How are we doing for soil? Pretty much empty. So I'm just thinking I'm going to need some more resin to make a platform. To put the wind turbine on. Turbines, so I'll probably make two. just filling up my soil tanks. That's one full. Once you get a couple of mods on your earth diggy tool thing as well, you this takes a lot less time. Might as well mine the graphite while I'm here. Oxygen. Cool. And just like that, all that soil's in use. Resin. 4 platforms. And samples for research. Cool. And make a platform. We're not going to need storage on that because that's just going to have turbines on it. And we'll stick that there, I guess. Keep that generator going. Go on a little looky-loo, see what we can find. Sometimes you find some amazing wrecks that have got all sorts of useful stuff in them. So over here we have a research chamber. What does it require? That looks like the symbol for quartz, which I happen to have. Quartz, quartz, quartz. No, it's not quartz. Laterite. which is good because I've got some. So whenever I get resources for smelting, I always try and keep some handy for things like that you require them, that require the resources in their natural form, not the smelted compound form. So we'll go back and grab some laterite. All the way back to the base. Find where I put the laterite. I think it was over here. Back to the research thingy. Remind me to build a tractor as soon as I can too. All the way back over here. It looks like, oh, there is a research item under there. Cool. That gave me a whole heap of points. Actually, so now I can unlock the wind turbine. Grab this research item here. Oh, might as well research these. Grab that. Head back and start making some wind turbines, and then I can start focusing on my shuttle. Turbines. So as soon as I can find the device that prints turbines. Ceramic and glass. So I've got heaps of glass and quartz. And ceramic, I believe I found clay over here to make ceramic. That can also be refined using the centrifuge, but you don't get as much as if you just dig it up naturally. Plus, at this stage of the game, it takes ages to fill up my dirt canisters. I've been lucky with resources on this spawn, actually. The one that I've just finished, where I actually completed the game, I never did find clay on the home planet. I ended up having to spin for it in the centrifuge every time, which was frustrating. Ah, that'll do for now. I only really need 2 for these 2 turbines. And I'll have one left over to do a drill mod too, so I can drill through the mountains a bit quicker. So I need glass. Thought I still had some smelted glass around. No. It's not a problem. Clay, clay. Quartz. Quartz. The leftover clay here. Any day. Where's that battery? No, it's flat. Cool, that should be enough to make our first turbine. While that's doing that, I might spin up some compound, so I'm going to start needing that again shortly. Slowly whittle away the whole mountain. So while I'm here, how much or how many bytes do I need for that drill mod? Definitely do that. I need 1 ceramic for that, which is fine. Where's the rest of me ceramic? And now I can drill through the rock a lot quicker. So if I go up here, drills through rock just as easily as it did dirt. As you can see, it's also using power. So what I like to do is, as I've said before, I have that little wind turbine and also a battery on my backpack. That keeps my power nicely topped up. Cool. Compound, and we've got 1 wind turbine, and I want 1 more. Wrong printer. Ceramic, and again, I'm sure I put more glass on that thing. Just making sure it hasn't fallen under the thing or something weird. There it is. See? This is bizarre. I'm sure I had another research sample. Yep. Put that in there. Keep that researching. And I'm out of organic. That's okay. Cool. So I think that should do for power until I can start making batteries. And for batteries I'm going to need lithium and zinc. Zinc I can get on this planet, lithium I cannot, so I'm going to need a shuttle for that. So a small shuttle, I just need aluminium and of course that, and I'll need a booster for that. Maybe that was in this one. Booster, booster, booster. I'm doing that thing where I keep going past it again, aren't I? Or is it in here? Ah, there we go. Solid fuel thrusters, aluminium and ammonium. And there's only 500 bytes. So this is a point where I need to find some ammonium, which is usually in forests. So what I'm going to do is grab some of this compound I made and make some more tethers. Pick up the glass that the smelters just spat everywhere. I have been keeping an eye out for lithium, ammonia. The good thing is it does come in quite plentiful amounts once you find it. Just looking really carefully because it can be quite hard to spot. Lots of organic. Big tunnel. You generally find it in the purple soil. Purple and blue. Generally. Research item. Try and remember where that is. There it is. That's ammonium. So, I'll lay some tethers back. And we basically need as much of this as we can handle. digging. Cool. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want it. And grab that because I do. And head back to base. Oof. Almost fell down. Ow. Watch out for the plants. Almost fell down the hole. Oh wait, there was a research sample up there too, wasn't there? I can see one from here actually. Once you've made it to other planets, it's really not worth keeping these research samples or even looking for them, just because they're worth so little compared to the interstellar ones. I do wish you would run faster. Come on. You can do it. Cool. Get that going. How many bites have I got? Oh, enough for that, so that's good. And how many do I need for the small shuttle? 1,500. Cool. So, I might as well make a small thruster now. So I need some aluminium, so I'll make 2. So a solid fuel thruster will give you 1 takeoff and 2 landings. 2 takeoffs, 2 landings basically. So it's enough to get to another planet and get back. But I usually like to have an extra one just in case, because I'm paranoid about getting stranded on another planet, which means you basically have to start the entire game again from scratch until you can build another shuttle to get back to this planet. Cool, so we now have 2 thrusters, and we've got a beacon which we'll use to mark our landing site when we land. And what do we need for a shuttle? Just 2 aluminium. How much aluminium have I got? Probably none. So we'll go find some more aluminium ore. And we'll leave all of our ammonium here. Still got some tether bundles. Might grab some more compound. Make some more. So once your solid rocket has done your 2 takeoffs and 2 landings, it's basically scrap. So you can either scrap it and then trade that scrap for resources, or throw it away. But then once you build your liquid fuel thruster, you can just keep making hydrogen and keep refueling it, which is fantastic. Right. Oh, look at all of this. Fantastic. What does the big shuttle need? Because I might as well get enough for the big one as well. Titanium alloy and ceramic. So titanium is another substance you cannot get on this planet. Like popcorn. Cool, and while we're down here, just have a quick look around for researchables. What's a laterite? What I'm looking for specifically is another one of those research aid thingies, because they give you quite a boost. Now, there's a generator over there, but I wonder if it's operative or not. Ooh, that's a deep hole. I didn't want to do that. Oh, no, it's not. That's a shame. What's that? Carbon. So, this one requires power to unlock. We might actually, have I got any, I do. I might be able to unlock this. So we stick a small generator there, hook it up to that, and get some organic. See if that's enough to look at that. While that's charging, I'll just top up on oxygen. Cool. I'd say that was a pretty successful mission. Now I have enough to build a shuttle. It's a long way back to base from here. Wrong way. The other really interesting thing is those research chambery thingies get harder and harder as well. So as you go to the other planets, you need a lot more power to unlock the power ones, and a lot rarer minerals to unlock the mineral ones. But you also get much bigger rewards too. Until, like I said, you get to the point where research points just aren't even a thing anymore. Once you find things like astronium, because you can pretty much just fill your backpack full of astronium just keep fueling your research chambers, which gives you 1,000 points for, I think it's like 10 or 15 seconds to research. And you can just pretty much unlock everything in your research catalogue. Now, while I'm on the way back, speaking of researchables, actually there was one down here, wasn't there? Is there one up there? I've already grabbed that. No, I've already grabbed that one. Just keeping an eye out for more researchables. Not that it really matters, because the first thing I'm going to do when I get to De Solo, which is the moon, which I need for titanium. Not titanium. What was it I needed for my batteries? Batteries. Lithium. I'll grab a research sample while I'm up there and bring that back. I'm not going to make an oxygenator for this trip, so I might make one more oxygen canister too. Which requires oxygen. I think it's copper, isn't it? Oh, it's glass. Oh, that's easy. Well, I might be running. Oh no, I still got heaps. Right, so I need to smelt all of this. And I'll keep one in its raw form. Oh, we've got glass. Oops. Ah, there's one thing I've forgotten. I need to make a really big printer. Small printer. Where's my big printer? Medium printer. Printers always seem to be at the bottom. Oh, there it is. Large print. Large? Yeah. It is large, isn't it? That's medium. Cool, so I just need compound for that. It's nice that it's already unlocked. More compound, please. And actually, how are we doing for soil? Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to make tethers, but without an oxygenator, they won't work on another planet. So, just going to use my oxygen tanks to begin with. And an oxygenator needs aluminium and ceramic, and has 1800, so that's not too bad either. I'm going to need a platform to put this on, aren't I? So you can see how the battery, even though nothing's producing power at the moment, the battery's keeping things ticking over, which is about to run out. So that is really my ultimate goal, is to have a couple of really big batteries, a solar panel, and maybe an RTG, and then a big solar panel. And then I'll no longer need to worry about power for my base. And then once that's solved, I can focus on starting to activate the gateway chambers. Use that, and if we hook that up to there, try that again. Put that here. Pop that out. Put that on here. And once power's sorted, I'll start unlocking the bigger platforms and things too. Because with the big shuttle, you can put big storage in it, which means you can carry more back and forth between the planets. I don't want a shelter, that's what I want. More aluminium, which I believe the furnace spat out over here somewhere. So untidy. Be interested to see if I save and reload. Actually, I should probably save. I have not saved this entire game. That is bad. Cool. One small shuttle. And I'll grab those boosters too. And I'll also grab that beacon. That way I can get back to wherever I end up on that planet. And again, once I've got my power situation sorted, I will create some more research chambers so we can get 3 or 4 going at a time. And that'll save a ton of time in unlocking stuff. At the moment, I'm not researching anything. But that's okay, because I'm going to bring back some samples, or a sample. Unfortunately, the small shuttle can only hold 1 sample. Or another thing I'll sometimes do is set up research chambers on the other planets as well. That way I don't have to bring the samples back. But obviously you need power. And platforms. Cool. Oh, I can't carry that. My small shuttle and a solid fuel booster. And I'm just going to triple check that I'm going to go to the right place. Because like I said, you only get 2 takeoffs and 2 landings with this booster. So I need to double check. Because what I want is a medium battery, which I need lithium for. And I'm just checking the wiki. Lithium is on Astroneer and Novus. I believe Astroneer has it in greater quantities, so I shall go there. Have I got everything I'm going to need? Everything except an oxygenator, which I think I can do without. Astroneer. Primary is lithium. And what was the other one? Novus. I think that's Glacio. Yep. Where's Novus? Novus. Ah, Novus. Secondary is lithium. So we'll go there. And what I'm going to do is find a landing spot close to one of these gateways, because then it's going to make activating the gateway a lot easier later on. Let's bring my stream page back up now that I've looked at my wiki. And there must be a landing spot close to one of these gateways. Come on, guys. Get firewise. It's not looking very promising. Actually, that one might be reasonably close. I just want to check this one down here. No, that one it is then. Oh, that is not bad. Well, that couldn't have been no more of an awkward landing. Let's put that there. Right, and as I said, you can't use tethers without an oxygenator, but what I am going to do is put down the beacon so I can find my way back here when I go back to the home planet. And that's going to be it for this stream, I think. So on the next stream I'm going to find myself some lithium and start building some bigger batteries and then start unlocking some gateways. So hope you've enjoyed this live stream and I'll see you next time.